As it'll be the Dallas Cowboys taking on the New York Jets. Two of the bigger disappointments in the first quarter of the season doing battle here as we get this one underway. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Here's the Pro Bowler, Christian McCaffrey. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
Second and 10 at the 27-yard line.
They'll drop the throw. And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's third down. You talk about this Jets defense. And they've played well against the pass, currently ranked 7th in the NFL.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
Crowd getting in it a bit already. Here's an early 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Well, on third down, he wanted to go to one of his most dependable targets, and that's who he found, his tight end there, to pick up the first, Charles.
And you use the proper word there, dependable, and sometimes spectacular, because tight ends nowadays, they can do it all. But they're the guys you trust, especially across the middle of the field where there's traffic. He delivers, and they pick up nice yardage.
It'll go as a gain of 4, and it's second down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
That was well defended. They clamped down on every available receiver. Just got to give the win to the defense on that snap.
6 yards to go.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. They'll look to throw again. And that is incomplete.
Everything about that play tells you about today's NFL offenses and what they're asking out of running backs. You can't just be a guy who can run the football. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't get that done on that play.
And the Cowboys going to bring on Brian Anger to punt on 4th down. And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. So they'll accept that penalty, and that'll, of course, move the football up the field. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10.
Here we go, sit high. Sit high.
Paul want to give up the middle. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Now it's 2nd and 10.
Here we go. 319, go.
Back to throw, Fields. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. And since they still have 10 yards to go, they'll just say, let's roll this over to 3rd down and decline it.
Let's just be honest about it. If you can't get them off the field on 3rd and 10, then something's wrong with your defense anyway. No sense in taking that penalty.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
319, just attack.
Here's Fields. That is caught. And he's out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line.
Of 14 yards. That's good for a Jets first down. 1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Here we go. Right.
Taking in left side, it's Wilson. And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25. The Jets have 1-3 here in the early part of the year. Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
And they'll come up 2nd and 7.
Here we go. Up.
Out of the gun, they run it with Hall. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards for the Jets there as they've got themselves a first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Here we go. Good. 58, who's here, that? Go. Chip slide. Right.
Now it's Fields. And this one's incomplete.
Fields pass.
Trying to find Breece Hall out of the backfield. That'll bring up 2nd down. You look at this Cowboy defense. And they've been excellent against the pass, the number 6 unit in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Green knight.
They'll give to Hall. Oh, he put it on the carpet, fumble. But it looks like one of the DBs has it. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. So possession still theirs, but now they face a third down.
Here we go, son. Green 19, guys, what? All right.
Here's Fields. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
Coverage was awfully tight there on third down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up fourth down.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Just a 30-yard punt that time. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10.
At their own 33-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
This 2nd and 4. They'll set up to throw. Over the middle, that's complete to McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the 1st down, and that's exactly what he did.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, he'll definitely say that that's one he should have held on to. But when you're playing in elements like this, sometimes those bullet passes, those ones with a little bit of pace on them, they can be difficult to hold on to.
Second and 10. They're going to look to throw. Over the middle, hauled in by Lamb. And he'll be down at the 46. So they go from 146 to the other on a pickup of 8.
A 9-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
A yard all they need, but it's 3rd down. Now here's a timeout defensively. Defensive timeout called by the Jets. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. 3rd down and 1. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he will have a Cowboys 1st down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
And he stopped immediately there. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Because his primary job is defending against the pass, you don't often see a quarterback making tackles in the backfield. But he's playing run all the way here.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. He'll drop to throw. He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey. A gain of 8 there on the play. And now we've got a 3rd down and 3.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate Big plays for an offense.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. And now that brings up 4th down there, a loss of 6 yards on the sack. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they've got it with a 4th down coming up. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. This will be spotted just shy of midfield, a 59-yard attempt. And they're not going to get the snap off. This might back him out of field goal range. Of course, that flag accepted, and it backs the ball up 5 yards. On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. Oh, it's a wobbler here. That'll go down as just a 20-yard punt. And the Jets will take over.
At their own 24-yard line.
Here we go, set. Green 19, good after that.
Hey, watch the back. Watch the back out the backfield.
Right.
Now Hall to start the drive. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
2nd and 10.
And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Here we go. 19 instruction. Right.
To throw is Fields. Now the ball comes loose. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
All these years we've been watching the game, I start to get the sense that whenever it rains out, those guys who have to touch the ball and carry it, they're extremely resentful about that weather.
Yeah, I'm just happy I'm not resentful that we have a roof over our heads. I know that much.
Yeah, maybe we won't fumble our play sheets here as we just saw the fumble happen on the field.
Tackle on that play by Quinton Williams.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. His throw incomplete. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. They'll look to throw here. And that is incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And the Cowboys are going to jump out to a 3-0 lead. So the defense are able to force their first turnover of the game, and then they add on to that by getting the field goal.
And you don't just want to take the ball away from your opponent, partner. You want to make them hurt as well. And if you don't score yourself on defense, turn it over to your offense and have them put points on the board.
And he'll wisely just take a knee here, and this ball will come out to the 30-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Here we go. We're good. Tonight.
Now Fields. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. Call it a gain of a yard. And it's second down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Here we go. Turn balls, sir. Angel. Sit high.
Fields. And this one is incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
And the line to gain here is the 37 on third down. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now. So as they talk it over, we step aside. After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave them trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
331. Right.
Fields now to throw. They'll set up the screen for Hall. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. On 4th down, Ryan Stonehouse on to punt. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And they will take over 1st and 10.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a 1st down. play action. They'll throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 40-yard line.
Second down and 6 now. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Back to throw again. And that one goes incomplete on the drop. That's one he definitely normally catches. 4th down.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
On is the punter, Brian Anger, to kick this one away. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on him. Just a 25-yard punt, not what he was hoping for by any stretch. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10.
At their own 39-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10.
Here we go. 11, 11, 11. Blue 58, blue 58. Right.
Operating from the gun, Fields. And he whips that one incomplete there.
Lots of incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. It certainly seems like a reflection of what we've seen so far in this game. The defense, quicker to the punch so far. Let's see if they can get something going here on 3rd down.
This offense so far on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. A shotgun snap, Fields. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Savon Revel. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. An excellent play there, CD, on the pick six. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they went standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just wanted to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did, and came through with a big-time pick six.
A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good, and the lead grows to 10-0.
Brandon Aubrey to kick off for the Cowboys.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Kene Nwagu now out of his end zone. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive.
Here we go, son. 58,
Back to throw. Fields. And he will go down. A Cowboy sack. Getting home that time to Marvy and Overshow.
2nd and 16 at the 32-yard line.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
Here we go. Good. 319. Good tonight. Right.
Out of the gun. Fields. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, this is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Here we go, son. Blue 58, Blue 58. Hey, never mind. Monday. Sit high.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he'll let this go deep for Lazard. And that nearly intercepted. Well, for a guy known for his hands defensively, that's a ball he probably thinks he should have come up with. And instead, it's 4th down. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And good coverage there by the punt team. They're able to get down there and drop him with authority.
At their own 28-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still they've got the lead here and now a chance to add on to that lead. But they can get points on this drive. 1st and 10 upcoming. And Tommy Adebawore, the one who got in there for the sack.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Looking to throw. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. A well-designed corner blitz that gets him for a loss of 8 yards.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Back-to-back sacks have this place in a frenzy as they line up again 3rd and long now. Not wanting to risk another sack, they'll play it safe with a run. And they'll indeed stop him on 3rd down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. Here's Brian Anger now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Taking on the midfield logo. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the 2nd quarter.
Here we go. Go.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall. Fights off the defender. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play.
Brandon Aubrey to kick off for the Cowboys.
Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the 2nd half. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they trail here to begin the second half. What's going to be a key for them to get back in the game?
I think they're right there, and I think this game is still up for the taking for them because we always talk about turnovers. They had 2 of them in the first half, and once you start talking about if you have 3, 4, or 5, you know it's beyond difficult to try and win a football game with that. Those have to be eliminated. If they take care of the ball, they've still got a shot.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Here we go. 222, 222. Right.
Looking to throw. Fields. There's a short one. It's caught by Taylor. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
319, Jets done.
Straight ahead is Hall.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd down and 3.
Here we go. Turbo, sir. Tonight.
They'll go again with Hall. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. 78 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. That one definitely helps as they try to push the ball down the field here, trailing early in the 3rd quarter.
And even though they're trailing, not abandoning the running game. People may call it an adjustment. I think it's just much more sticking to what works for you and continuing to have faith in it. And the running game is starting to pay off.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
Here we go.
On the draw, it's Hall. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Drop for a loss there on a nice effort by Osa Odighizuwa.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Fighting through the tackle at the 30. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. for Hall.
And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage.
Brought down on the play by Deron Bland. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
Here's 2nd and 10. Straight ahead they go with Ali.
And he'll get 4 there. They're about the 12-yard line. If you're going to have a relay race, you're probably going to pick your backs and receivers to run it, but don't underestimate the conditioning of the offensive line. They're out there just dictating things, staying on the field, and keeping a long drive going.
They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down. Back to throw. Fields. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Osa Odighizuwa drops him for a loss of 12, and it also brings up 4th down. I don't think this will even, nope, it doesn't even get there. Well short.
Always disappointing when you miss a field goal, but when you're playing against a defense this good, you and I both know that's a crucial miss because you can't afford to leave any points out there. You've got to take them when you can.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. It's McCaffrey, and he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
From the 47 now, they work with a 2nd and 7. Now back to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Ferguson. And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets' 29-yard line. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. They'll look to throw. Nowhere to turn here. He's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. The former 3rd overall pick, Quentin Williams, there to bring him down. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. A short one there taken in by Ferguson. Calling a gain of 3 on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Now here's a timeout defensively. Defensive timeout called by the Jets. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. A tough spot here, 3rd and 15. Back to throw here. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
A 51-yard attempt.
And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. And that will extend their lead even further.
Brendan Aubrey to kick off for the Cowboys.
So after the made field goal, back out is Aubrey to kick this away. And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin at the 35-yard line.
At their own 35-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Back now here at MetLife Stadium. It's Jet football, but they trail here as we start the 4th quarter. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. is a give to Hall. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves them with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
The offense on 3rd down, they've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 7. Back to throw. Fields. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And here's a spot where this offense says, we got to start making something happen. We're down 2 scores. It's the 4th quarter. We've got to start moving with some urgency. And here's a big play that gives them a ray of hope that they can get back in this one.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. They'll run with Hall. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Good yardage on 1st down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal? And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Allen will take this one in. Touchdown, New York.
Did my eyes deceive me, or was that an I formation play that was just run there for a touchdown?
Little old school eye.
How about that? Was that a fullback, tailback, running it into the end zone?
Well, that's what that fullback's for, right? That's why you use that. Let him pave the way.
Oh, without a doubt. He's an extra blocker, and he did his job well on that play.
Folk connects on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter.
Jets 7.
Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. That last touchdown has made this really tight. They're clinging now to this slim lead. Jesus, second half, they only have a field goal. This offense needs to kick it into gear.
And right now, I'm looking directly at the field general, at the quarterback. Because to me, he's got to take over right now. By word, pumping his team up, and then, of course, by deed with his play. My high school coach used to say that all the time. Laddie, take over by word and deed.
And deed means action.
Exactly.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll get nothing out of that one. They'll wind up getting just a yard. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
They'll set up a throw. He's got it complete to Tolbert. And he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. I hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches.
Let's go. Hook 19.
And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay. Tried the hard count, but to no avail.
Trying to do anything to get them to jump off sides and pick up a first down easily. Instead, it goes against them.
On to punt now, Anger, as he boots this one away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50, 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together. Now a carry for Allen. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Kenny Clark, the big D tackle there to make the stop.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Here's Hall. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Now it's Fields. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Fields going to toss this quickly out wide, complete. And he'll wind up picking up about 4 as that is going to bring us to the 2-minute warning. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. Here comes 2nd down at 5. They'll run. It's Hall. And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15. And now all of a sudden the shoe's kind of on the other foot. Maybe you pull the reins back here a bit?
Yeah, a little bit, because you got to make sure that you don't score too quickly.
14-yard line.
Plenty of time and 2 timeouts still at their disposal. 1st and 10 here. Here today, this one's not going to go anywhere. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Handoff, running left. Here's Hall. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Well, the elements, the crowd, the situation, this is NFL football at its best. Here's 3rd down. Hall on a give up the middle.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
It's 4th down.
The decision made for them. They've got to go.
Here we go.
It's 4th down. They snap it to Fields. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and it would appear the Cowboys are going to win this football game. Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. Charles, in these lower-scoring games, you know it better than anybody. Points are at such a premium, but taking care of the football is king. They played turnover-free from whistle to whistle, and they come through with a victory.
Yeah, and that's what won them the game, because even doing it that way, being that clean partner, they weren't able to really run away with this game. So that tells us just how important it was to make sure you played mistake-free football. That led to the victory.
So for the Cowboys, they move a step closer to 500 as their record improves to 2-3. And they'll have another road date next week with the Carolina Panthers. Meanwhile, for the Jets, they'll fall to 1-4 with a loss. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.